Okay, now get a shot of everybody sitting down.
Everybody's all quiet.
We have to hide the bevies.
Okay.
I don't care.
Yeah, I know. I was just doing that.
I know, right? I think it should be okay with that.
Okay.
Begin.
So, I'm sure all of you guys have heard of HIV and Parkinson's, but I don't know if you guys know that there's actually more people in the U.S. with celiac disease than with HIV and Parkinson's combined. Little known fact, actually. My wife and I, we've actually been living gluten-free for the past 6 years. In the U.S., there's an estimated 3 million people that have celiac disease, and the bad part about that is that up to 97% of them are actually undiagnosed. Now, the reason that that's important is because celiac disease has long-term health implications that can be easily managed without medication. It's just diet. So you change the way you eat, and you can actually handle all of those long-term health implications. Contrary to popular belief, and most people's understanding of celiacs don't actually have an allergic reaction to gluten. So it's not like peanut allergies or anything along those lines. It's actually an autoimmune disorder that attacks the villi in your intestine, and those are the little hairs that absorb all the nutrients in your body. So when you eat, those are the things that actually handle all the stuff and make sure that you get all the nutrients that you need. Because they actually attack the villi, celiac disease usually presents as a malnutrition in people. And along with the long-term health implications of malnutrition and the fact that your lower intestine is so damaged, people with celiac disease are 40 to 100 times more likely to have intestinal cancer. So that's just one of the many things that can come with it, along with all the things that come with malnutrition. Gluten is found in wheat, barley, and rye, and all of their derivatives and byproducts. While it might seem challenging to actually live life without having any of these things, because you have beer and you have pizza and you have bread and all these things have wheat in them, it's actually not impossible. Over the course of the past few years, it's gotten a lot easier. And if you really stop and think about it, living gluten-free just means that you're going to eat healthier. You're basically having lean protein, fresh vegetables, and that's about it. And very, very clean grains. The biggest challenge, though, is eating out. So you have to be really careful if you go out to a restaurant, because most of the time it's really hard to tell when they use gluten as a thickener or as a flavor additive, or maybe even as a preservative for things that are pre-prepared. After 6 years of living gluten-free, I can tell you with 100% certainty that if I get gluten in my diet, I can tell. I get lethargic, I get bloated, and I'm not usually a very nice person to be around, and I'm not actually the one with the gluten intolerance. My wife is. So that just goes to show the kind of impact that it can have on your body, because your body doesn't process it correctly to begin with. So just remember, 1 in every 133 people in the US has celiac disease. So it's a very, very common occurrence. It goes undiagnosed a good portion of the time. There's a broad spectrum of implications for people that have celiac disease. It is challenging to manage, but you don't have to take medication. It's just a change in diet. And the most important thing of all is that if you do have celiac disease, the benefits far outweigh the challenges.
Excellent.
Thank you.
That's excellent. I actually learned a lot.